Nothing's the same anymore. Literally. Movies used to mean something. When video games felt like they were made by people who loved the craft, not by some boredom chasing quarterly profits. It feels like everything around us has turned into a product, a pipeline, a content machine. We used to create something because we felt something. Now we create because we're told to chase engagement. This video isn't just a rant, it's a eulogy for art, for passion, for soul. Let's talk about Hollywood, one of the home dreamers. Now, it's an assembly line. They don't make movies anymore. They make franchises. Prequels, sequels, spin-offs, reboots, shared universes. We used to walk out of the theater changed, inspired. Now, we walk out checking Twitter to see which post-credits scene we missed. Remember movies like The Matrix, Fight Club, Good Will Hunting came out and rocked people to their core? Today, we get Fast and Furious 17, where family no longer cuts it. They need the multiverse of Avengers to help them defeat the big bad of the movie, who so happens to be Dominic Toretto's long-lost 10th cousin. It's not art anymore. It's IP farming. Studios aren't asking, what story should we tell? They're asking, what brand can we milk next? Passion is dead. Risk is dead. Because when passion doesn't fit the algorithm, it gets cut.
They think their videos are better than they are?
Remember staying up all night playing Halo 3? What do we get now? Battle passes? Loot boxes? Microtransactions? Skins? They sell you the illusion of fun behind a paywall. Games launch unfinished, broken, and then get patched later like we're beta testers who paid for the privilege. AAA studios aren't creating passion projects. It's not, how do we blow people's minds? It's, how do we keep them addicted just long enough to sell them the next overpriced expansion? Don't get me started on remakes. They're not remaking classics out of love. They're repackaging nostalgia and selling it back to us at full price. It's not just movies and games. Even music, even us creators have been sucked into the soulless machine. Albums are optimized for TikTok, books are written for virality, and your favorite creators? They're not creating what they love. They're creating what will perform. We're all being trained like dogs, chasing clicks, algorithms, ad revenue, and if you step out of line and make something real, it gets buried, because real doesn't scale. Nothing is sacred anymore. Everything is content, everything is product, everything is a business. Even culture is commercialized. Mental health, that's a brand now. Spirituality, another trend. Being authentic, that's a marketing strategy. They don't want you to feel anymore. They want you to consume. And if you ever wake up and realize how hollow it all is, they've got a new Netflix series, a new flavor of a drink that came out, a new dopamine hit ready to numb you again. And you wonder why so many people feel empty, disconnected. It's because the world around us is no longer built to inspire. It's built to extract.
Your soul is mine.
But here's the thing. Passion still exists. You see it in indie films no one talks about. You hear it in underground music. You feel it in those weird little YouTube videos with 2,000 views that speak more truth than any blockbuster. We can bring it back. We can create again. Not for clicks, not for cash, but for meaning. Passion still exists. It's just harder to find. But that's what makes it real. Everything might be a business nowadays, but not everything has to be for sale.
You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro.
Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a like. I'm very curious to hear you guys' comments on today's topic. It's very ironic that we're talking about everything's a business while I'm personally trying to grow my YouTube channel and business as well. But the point I'm trying to make is you play the game to get out of it. And there's a difference between playing the game properly and not playing the game properly. So those are two things to consider today. I'll see you guys in the next one.